Hi everyone, welcome to my kitchen. You are back in the kitchen with KK. You know that I'm a passionate integrative and functional health coach where we look to getting to the root cause of disease, but we're exploring food and its ultimate potential to have healing information for the body. Bioenergetic cooking is all about the energy in living systems. And I look at food's potential energy for the body. So I really have a passion to get people excited about food, its potential. And when you're looking at what you're eating, it's not just your taste buds. They can be fooled. We've been fooled for years. We need to think about eating for our cellular health. Today, we're going to talk about breast cancer awareness. That's the month of October, but all cancer is pretty much the same. You're talking about mutated DNA cells that have gone rogue, that our immune system has not naturally been able to take care of. If you have a vibrant immune system, you can take care of cells before they turn into cancer in a form that needs to be addressed. So the immune system is very important to boost up. And what we're going to be looking at today are colors. The color of the rainbow, those are our antioxidants. Those are our cells' bodyguards, right? So we are cellular protective foods. Also, we're looking at alkalining body. Of course, green smoothies add that into the body in a big dose way. That's how I changed my health very quickly over 12 years ago. But we're going to be looking at getting more raw foods, lightly steamed foods in this beautiful sprouted quinoa Mediterranean style salad that also serves as a perfect salad to enhance your prevention of any cancer. But during breast cancer awareness, it's fabulous. Don't women typically love more salads? But we're getting our guys interested because this has got lots of flavor. Flavor comes from the phytonutrients, just like allium in garlic and onions. It gives it that really strong flavor. So flavors come from this, not flavors in processed foods. That's where our addictions are going today. Literally started in the 70s. So we're going to look at, I give this and share this in my cancer preventative workshops, or if I'm starting to cook and work with people that do have cancer, steps for an anti-cancer solution. Of course, you want to win the battle without going to war. That's what preventative eating and health is, a mindfulness around what you're putting in your body and what we need to stay away from and how we need to alter our taste buds and everything else. Because as soon as you change your food, you change your cellular energy potential, your immune potential. You're going to change your gut microbiome. This food right here feeds good gut microbiome. So if you're spending money on probiotics, if you're not feeding them good food, the bad bugs, and we've got plenty of them in our body at all times, viruses, parasites, bacteria, it's just normal. So a good immune system takes care of all that. And but we also can change our DNA. We're not our DNA. We have more power over our health than we have ever been able to make believe that we did. This happened, the shift happened for me back in the late 90s when I started seeing natural doctors and going to acupuncture physicians and learning about my organs. And that's why in my cookbook, Simple Cooking for Vitality, which you can see a link below. You can only get a signed copy on my website. You can get an e-copy on Amazon, but a Simple Cooking for Vitality was made so that you could gain a reverence for food and understand how food might affect your gallbladder, your liver, your circulatory system, your thyroid, your spleen. These are organs that are not always talked about. Heart has 2 sections in the book, but the liver is the mother to the heart. So we need to feed it. Greens like this. Also building up, well, of course, dark leafy greens are highly alkaline, and that's why a green smoothie definitely has those, but the color for your liver and gallbladder are green as well. This is your major filter of your body. It must be working well for anything, for all disease. So focusing on that, today we have over 50% of the people with fatty liver, some stage of fatty liver. In excess of 70% of the people are either overweight or obese. it's not, we're eating too much and we're eating the wrong food. So we're going to shift that, take the control back, and start making a few things at home. And it really works. It really works. You can maintain your energy and everything else. So today's highlight food is going to be dandelion greens. If you've seen any of my videos, you know I get jacked up about dandelion greens and alkaline food and sprouted quinoa. So let's get the sprouted quinoa. The only brand that I buy is True Roots brand. If it's here, it is a seed, and it is not, so it's not a grain, it's a seed, but it's a powerful alkaline type of food. So the acid-causing foods, that's what we don't want. Acid-causing foods drive all the disease markers in the body, as well as inflammation. A lot of people have different types of arthritis, osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis. My grandfather did, so it's probably in my DNA line. But when you change your food epigenetics, you change your genetic expression. You have more control over your body than you ever knew before. So with the quinoa, hold on one second. I just wanted to grab some. Yeah, so some of my notes, just so that I don't have to memorize everything, although I do. It's got more fiber than brown rice, and it doesn't have the same profile as far as just carbs. It's going to deliver you so many phytonutrients. If you look at a person's blood, there's a lot of focus today on protein. However, the doctors that I listen to, when you look at blood results, it's generally not protein that people don't have. It's vitamins and minerals. And that was me. I was mineral and vitamin deficient. And as soon as you dose that into your body, the cells know what to do. Our cells are programmed to heal and repair and make new cells. And you want them to have the right tools so they make good, better, amazing cells. It's like two people making a baby, and they want to have the best baby possible. So they make sure that their bodies are clean and, so you're replicating, but that's going on all the time in your body. And even in a healthy body that's got eating in a healthy way, you're still going to have mistakes, but a really vibrant immune system is going to take care of those cellular mistakes. Okay. So the things that cause acid in the body, going back to that, are number one is stress, okay? So find ways to engage your parasympathetic nervous system. We're often running in fight or flight, which is our sympathetic nervous system. Breathing, we're in the fall season now. Breath work is super important. Sugar, it's in everything. It's a highly, highly addictive. We love it. We don't generally have a shut off for it. So you have to watch my video on best alternative natural sugars, because those natural sugars are going to have other minerals and antioxidants in them. So what else? All animal products, okay? So that's dairy, meat, cheese, things like that, even butter. Those are acid forming in the body. We can handle some acid, but it's generally the standard American diet is so acidic. All processed food, acid forming. All white flours, acid forming. All what else? Well, alcohol as well. So you see, we really have to combat that. And a lot of people are not getting vibrant, plant-rich food. That's why we're going to make the salad today. It's one of the most amazing. I'm going to show you tips on meal prepping. You make extra and you bring it. And while you're making this, you're going to prep in different ways. So quinoa is an alkaline seed. It's not a grain. It's got more fiber than brown rice. It's got a ton of micronutrients. The profile's big, big, big. It's also naturally anti-inflammatory, phytonutrients, plant nutrients. So manganese, phosphorus, copper, iron, B vitamins. These are things you want in your food. It is going to have a bit of a carb profile, but we can use some complex carbs as energy. Just not a lot of them late at night if your goal is about weight loss. Okay, so looking at some of the steps for the anti-cancer solutions. Well, number one is lowering your toxic load. Well, when it comes to food, all of the additives, the preservatives, the chemicals, the pesticides, the GMOs. Bodies don't recognize GMOs. The amino acids, the body's like, what is this? It doesn't recognize it. Okay. So these are things the body does not like. And it loves getting its nutrients from food in its natural form rather than supplements, although we need some supplements. So lowering our toxic load, going to organic foods as much as possible, it's extremely important. You might not taste these chemicals. However, your cells know the difference, and these chemicals contribute to cellular damage. And that's what's causing and behind the cancer. And no one stopped cancer. It doesn't matter how much, there's no research that's stopping it. There's not drug. You have more control. The natural healing power in the body is the most powerful force in getting well. So remember that. And herbs were made for the service of man. This is real food. Our bodies know what to do with it. That's why I want to get you so excited about real food. So, of course, looking at your household products, your health and beauty, unnecessary medications over the counter, acetaminophen, off the charts. I used to do a lot of it, damaging for your liver. Plastics, please get rid of plastic water bottles as much as possible. The nanoplastics are damaging. It's proven. These are things we can't taste, we can't feel. We can't feel ourselves. Imagine if we could. However, when you get rid of the nervous system exciting things such as caffeine, too much sugar, alcohol, and other substances, the neurotransmitter drugs that are in these processed foods, you can actually hear your body. And when that's a very exciting thing. So drinking a lot of water, plus alkaline water. The first thing you can do in the morning, if you just have one routine that you start, I have all my clients do it, 1 lemon squeezed in water. It's one of the most simple, most modest alkalining fruits is a lemon. It goes, the acid converts into alkalining the body, which is really, really important. And greens do as well. Celery does as well. All of the dark leafy greens, ginger root and beetroot. Let's go here to, of course, checking your labels. Get used. I say this in every video. Read your labels. No seed oils. We need to get rid of inflammation. Inflammation damages the cells so they cannot do their job. They're not getting the messages they need to do their job, which is contributing to insulin resistance, thyroid issues, and the like. So we need to get rid of that inflammation. No thickeners, no fillers. That's why I'm very particular about the type of alternate milks that I buy. And so now getting into the food, the cruciferous vegetables, and we've got that here today. But let's go to dandelion greens. I have them right here. These are from Warden Farms. They're fantastic. Our farmers are out now. It's in season. But dandelion greens, just a few notes on those. They really are amazing. I combine them with other greens in my green smoothie that I would never typically have eaten dandelion greens until years ago when I was in school and I was learning about different ones. But it's the most potent green, especially for your liver. Liver is important for filtering for filtering toxins. It takes those fat-soluble toxins we're exposed to everywhere, convert them into water soluble so they can leave the body. It does many things as well as far as getting energy from the food, moving blood around in the body, and also part of your digestive system. Like I said, it's the mother to the heart. We need a fabulous running liver for the heart. It makes bile, which the gallbladder stores, so it can break down fats. That is just fantastic. It's got high usable calcium. Don't get stuck on meat. Dairy products are inflammatory to the body. Most people don't break down the casein protein, and they have a sugar lactose intolerant. It creates mucus in the body. So there's a very few number of people that can get by with eating it. Does ice cream taste good? Yes, but what does it do to your body? It contributes. My grandfather died at 49 of a heart attack, and he had rheumatoid arthritis, 49 years old. I'm 60. Okay. So he was a dairy farmer. This was people's lifestyle. They made money off it. It's a protective quantity, crop in the United States. So usable calcium, get it from your greens. 4 times the amount of calcium, 1.5 times the vitamin A, 7.5 times the vitamin K as broccoli and kale, even more, twice the iron and 3 times the riboflavin. That's a B vitamin, as spinach. And we think of spinach as being high in protein. So you're getting massive doses of nutrients when you mix up your greens, which we're going to see. 17 times the daily dose of vitamin E. We need this for skin health. It's a powerful diuretic. No matter who you are, having a natural diuretic and getting fluid built up in your body out is important. Also jumping on your mini trampoline, getting your lymphatic system going, but getting the water out. Parsley does it as well. Celery does it as well. Dandelion greens, those are all really powerful natural diuretics. Helping to control inflammation by supporting the pro-inflammatory molecules, so suppressing them. And that's what we want. That's what omega-3s do as well. And there's 3 different types: ALA, DHA, and EPA. So those, the ALA you can get primarily from flaxseed and chia seeds, and you've seen me use those before. 14% more protein than spinach. We already mentioned that. Of course, we don't count calories. We're looking at nutrients. You don't have to worry about calories if you're not eating processed food and refined carbs and all of that, because this is just nutrients. Your body has the nutrients, it loses all of its craving. You change your microbiome, you get fat adapted, you're never hungry, you have all the nutrients you need. That is power, that is empowerment around food. It's going to ramp up your mineral intake that you want. But this is it. It's free antioxidants, and it was a weed when I was growing up. So we're going to be making a salad with these 2 things here. The primary greens, let's get them into the bowl. I've got chopped up arugula. I like to chop it up a little bit. It makes it a little easier when you are doing your greens and helping people to eat it. And so the dandelion greens, I thought that I already cut some up. I do right here. Let me just get a few more. No, this was the dandelion greens. These are my prep bowls. Make sure you have prep bowls. It's fantastic. So let's just cut off some here. I got them in a jar. I actually like to store some of my greens like this, like I store my herbs. So you can use your kitchen scissors to cut them, or you can just line them up and give them a little chop like this. Smaller pieces make the bitter greens easier to get and to be palatable, because you're going to mix it with so many other things. So let's get those in there. Beautiful, beautiful. Okay, we've got a few pieces down here. So what else? Now, the cruciferous vegetables, I've used tons of these. And, the broccoli microgreens have even more sulforaphane. The stems of broccoli have a lot. And when you're cutting broccoli, which we've steamed and we quickly sauteed in a garlic and olive oil. So now these will be soft in the salad, not hard. So we have a little mixture of lightly cooked and steamed. And then now you've got some available for other meals. They store well in the refrigerator. You can even throw them in your smoothies. These are prep ideas. Keep the stems, cut off the part. The sulforaphane in the broccoli stem is really powerful, as it is in broccoli microgreens, which sometimes you can put a handful into a smoothie that you're making. This is ways to get these cancer preventative, tumor control type of ingredients. And so collard greens, kale, cauliflower, bok choy, Brussels sprouts, arugula, that's in there as well, cabbage, kohlrabi, There's two different types of cabbages. You've seen me make coleslaws. This is really great for your gut health. And we are in colon season, by the way. So getting a salad is important because these greens feed your microbiome and help push your peristalsis to get your body moving toxins out of the body. Sweat is important at this time of the year because that's another way to remove toxins from the skin. Mustard greens, radishes, rutabaga, turnips, watercress. I love my watercress in my salads. And the liver section of my book has many of these because the cruciferous vegetables are important. They're compounds to the secondary detox of the liver. The liver's transferring these toxins, needs the tools to do it into water soluble. If it doesn't have the tools to do it, amino acids and nutrients, it's not going to be able to. It's going to keep pumping more harmful chemicals back into the bloodstream. So we need to make sure we have the right tools for the liver to work well. So another one for cancer prevention, foods high in vitamin A. Again, dandelion greens are there. We're putting in some red pepper. So this is sweet bell peppers, also high in vitamin C. Vitamin C is on the list as well. So what I do is you can chop these, but in salad, I like to have them a little bit longer like this, just for visual effects and for, the way it sits on the palate, which is fantastic. High in vitamin C, the broccoli. So we've got the steamed broccoli here, and it has been sauteed in garlic. So now your salad is picking up more flavor, just naturally flavored, because this is a meal type of a salad. It is a plant-rich salad filled with plenty of protein and phytonutrients, color, antioxidants. That's what those are. Speaking of antioxidants, so the radicchio here, which is a really great Mediterranean Italian style, but I love it. It's a little bit bitter, but the color here filled with anthocyanins, also lutein and zeaxanthin. So you think about your eyes. People are worried about macular degeneration. Again, go to the liver. Antioxidants. When your liver is vibrant, so are your eyes. Beta carotene, which is all of your squashes and your carrots, butternut squash here, that gets converted to vitamin A in your liver. Another reason we want our liver to be vibrant. So many people have sluggish, including myself, I'm going to say. So we have a stagnant livers, sluggish bile. So bile is required to break down fats in the body. The good fats, it doesn't matter what fats from the meat. So fats get broken down. If they're not broken down, they can be contributing to the small intestinal bacteria overgrowth. So it doesn't matter what we eat, it matters what we're absorbing. Let's go to the allium vegetables and herbs. So, parsley is going to be in here as well. I love making my salads with all different types of herbs. Herbs are the flavor. Herbs are those phytonutrients. Herbs are raw. They're not cooked. Put them in there and get a good amount. So I'm just using my scissors here. This is the way I store my herbs in the refrigerator. Just get a little tray, get the jars. That way they stay super fresh and they stay visible to you so that you can use more of them. Topping them on top of soups, that's really great, or any cooked meals, especially getting them into salads, are very important. So now let's get the red onions. Red, anthocyanin. Red's going to have more antioxidants, a little less than the white onions as far as the allium, and that is the sulfur type of component of the food. So also shallots, very potent. I love putting those into my dressings. And when you make a dressing with lemon and garlic and shallot, and we're doing one today with ginger root, you've got a dressing that is so powerful in its healing capacity. It's just fantastic. So the green onions too, we're going to add some of that in here. So now take a look at this salad, how beautiful it's looking, right? The bowl might not be big enough, but we're getting there. So tomatoes, if you have a little sensitivity to nightshades, you will know. If you don't, you can get some in, but tomatoes must be always organic. You're worth a few pennies more. You're worth 50 cents more on things. So don't nickel and dime your food. You don't need as much food when you stop buying the harmful foods and you start eating just clean food. You'd be amazed at how little food I need to stay energized and healthy and everything else. Once your gut is not driving. So these are small. I cut them in half the long way. It gives it a really nice look. Let's see what else is on here. So ginger root, we're going to be putting that into the dressing. Ginger root, massive for lowering inflammation in the body. But these are herbs that have been used for thousands and thousands of years and very, very powerful. So let's get the asparagus. So these are asparagus tips. And I cut the tip so it's about this long, but then I also cut part of the stem up into little pieces, and then I just grill them. I just bake them in the oven, literally about between 12 and 15 minutes. I brush them with a little bit of, you can do either the 2 high heat oils, a little bit of coconut oil, or a little bit of avocado oil. Just brush them lightly. You can put a little sea salt. You can put a little bit of garlic powder or other. So now this salad is starting to look fantastic and amazing, right? Now the other herbs that we're going to get in here are, this is fresh oregano. We're going to save some also for the dressing, but it's very rare that you're going to get fresh oregano in a salad. And fresh oregano has such strong capacity for antibacterial. It is wonderful. I use oregano oil and coconut oil between my teeth, actually, to keep some of the bacteria in the gum line at bay. So you can already smell this. That's why essential oils smell so amazing. They're using the real oil from the herb. Your body knows what to do with this. Hopefully you can grow your own herbs. I don't have a place to do that right now where I am. We're going to get, okay, lots of good oregano. We're going to save a little bit for the dressing. Okay. And then I have some rough cut basil. Basil from our farmers is in season now. It is just so delicious. So what I do is I just stack it up on the board, and then you can ribbon cut it, or you can tear it, whatever is easier. Then just give it a nice little fluff. Going to be adding that in there. So nice. Making, you know, if you've seen me make other dressings, creamy avocado basil or creamy avocado cilantro dressings. Imagine how fantastic that is. The body soaks these up. When I make these dressings and salads that I do for events, people just love them. Now this is smelling incredible right now. Incredible. What we're adding to the top, nature's natural oils. We need good oils. We were taught in the 80s and 90s not to eat fat. So wrong. Our cells need good fats, omega-3s. Our brain needs them. So avocados are the good fats. So the fats to stay away from, you've heard me say many times, you're going to see these a lot in your processed foods of the safflower, the sunflower, the palm oil, stay away from it, the corn oil, the vegetable oils. These are all highly processed, refined oils that have chemicals in them. You want the real stuff. We were just taught so wrong. I used to make so many quick breads, like zucchini bread, using vegetable oil. So this inflammation can change. You change your food, you change everything very quickly. Now we've got chickpeas. Now you can cook the double amount of the chickpeas, and the only brand that I use is Edam brand. This is a large can, which you can do, and I'm just going to use half of this, or you can use more if you'd like more, but you can save some to then turn into a hummus while you're cooking. And now you have a hummus to bring to a card party or to use as an appetizer. Very easy to line. A nice piece of sourdough or millet toast with avocado on top, ways to get extra protein, plant-based protein, alkalining. Chickpeas are an alkaline source of protein. So we're going to get some of these on here as well. Looking amazing, and it's smelling even better. And I'm going to need to transfer this to a bigger bowl, of course, to toss, but this is for these purposes. You can also cook a little bit more quinoa, because quinoa can freeze. Quinoa can be made into burgers. Quinoa can be added to as a side item. Saute up some veggies with the quinoa, so it's an alternative to fried rice, which is always fried in bad oil. Now you know, and it's different than rice. Remember, it's a seed. It's a gluten-free seed, an energy seed, similar to chia, which is a seed. Chia means energy in South America, and it is powerful. Of course, I never used chia seeds until years ago. Look at this amazing salad here. So what we're going to do is we're going to break. I'm going to clean up the stuff. I'm going to put this into a bigger bowl. We're going to make the dressing, and then I'm going to show you ways to meal prep this. Okay, we are tidied up. These long tongs are really great at tossing around the salad. This is heavy duty. It's fantastic. It's perfect for a dinner party. If you need extra meat, grilled chicken on top for those people that love that, or baked chicken put in the strips. We're going to be using garlic. I like several cloves of garlic. Use your choice. You need at least 2. I'm not putting in the oregano straight away. Let's move this. This is ginger root. I always have ginger root out. Right now, Trader Joe's has some really, Sprouts has some really nice big pieces of ginger root. You don't need a special tool. You can use a peeler or just cut off. You can save if there's big pieces. I make ginger root tea all the time. In fact, I'm drinking it. Great for your digestion, heats up the body, naturally anti-inflammatory, so many reasons, nice and bright. We're using a whole lemon squeezed in here. And then if you have a little bit of a citrus or white wine vinegar, you can put in a little bit more, or even just a little splash of apple cider vinegar. That's fine. The one with the mother, I like the Bragg's. Use a microplane to do your ginger root for dressings. This is very sharp, so be careful. Put it down nice and flat. You just cut this little piece here. And then you're just gonna go on the microplane. Don't need to rush it. Now you're smelling it. It's so amazing. So you're getting these really high antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, immune stimulating nutrients from herbs that have been used for thousands of years into your body. This is where it comes on the back. You can just use the knife to scoop it out. The tip here. That should be enough, like about 1 inch of it. And so I'm choosing to use this at first cold press, or first cold press olive oil, extra virgin olive oil. I like one selection, meaning not from different countries. So this one is from Italy, but I do like the California Olive Ranch, one origin. You want about 2 for 1, or a little bit more acid if you like it a little brighter. I need plenty because the salad is a little bit bigger. We're going to use a little splash of maple syrup just to temper the acid a little bit. And you know, if you watched my alternative video on sweeteners, this is what I use. I'm from Vermont. We love our maple syrup. It's a sap from the tree. Boil it down. Antioxidants, many of them in here. Nutrients. It's very sweet, of course. You don't need much, but it is a natural sweetener that the body recognizes, and it does not cause obesogenic effects, hormonal disruption in the body. It doesn't cause your leptin to be off. Leptin is your hunger hormone, making sure you know you're full. All of these things, that's what these additives and preservatives do. These obesogenic effects, we think we're doing something good for body and we're damaging it. We've got everything we need in here to give it a little blend to start with now. I'm not putting mustard in this one. Very, very quick. Nice and creamy. I love the kick of the ginger in here. Now, with the oregano, we're not going to blend it too much. We're going to cut some up, though. We're going to add it, and then I'm just going to give it a very quick blend. If this is a little thick, you can add a little bit of water to it to thin it out. You don't want to turn this green. So now we have this beautiful dressing. Look at this. So we're going to be putting this on top. So this is the perfect plant-based, nutrient-rich, plant-rich. You don't have to be fully plant-based, but you need a plant-rich diet to add to any animal products. I don't do a lot of meat. Sometimes my body is calling for it. But if you do break down meat, that means you have a lot of stomach acid, which you need. It's not what you eat, it's what you absorb. But a salad like this is perfect for if you're a vegetarian, you're a vegan, plenty of plant protein in here. Remember, what we are missing are the micronutrients that the cells need to do their job. And that's what you're going to get here. We are often not missing protein. If we're wasting, then that's because our pancreas is overloaded. We don't have the digestive enzymes to break it down. We're not absorbing food in the small intestine. There's many reasons, or you're not working out. You got to work your muscles to grow them as well. So I hope you enjoyed this. This is all about inspiring you to increase the nutrients to enhance your immune system. Of course, we're in immune system time right now. Flu time is always a fall. Your healthy immune system is always anti-cancer in itself. So if you've loved this video, please give me a thumbs up and share. I love that you came and maybe you made it to the end. That's great. And have a lovely, lovely October. And thanks for being here again in KK's Big Kitchen. Bye, guys.